In order to add content to your site or to edit the content of your site, first thing you got to do is log in. To do that, you go to the address bar at the top, type in /user, and I will send you an email with that link in it, so you can just click on it. It takes you to this user login page, and I will also send you your username and your password. Once you hit the login button, you got a few different options here. You got all these options up here at the top, all these menus at the top. 90% of that can be ignored. What you do have now that you'll want to pay attention to is on each of the product pages, or each of the pages, there's an edit tab up here at the top now. Let me go to a page that's got some copy on it. Actually, let's go to a testimonial page. So right now the testimonial page is blank. It's just got the title and just one word. But if we click edit there, it pulls up this separate editing window. You can change the title of the page here if you wanted to. And then down here, this is the body of the page. So in here you can type anything you wanted to type. Then you have basic text editing controls like you would have in Word or something like that. So you can just, if you want to make something bold, you can just highlight it bold, italicize, just do your basic text editing controls. You can change your fonts and colors. I recommend not doing that. Just doing things in the standard, just maybe one or two words here or there if you got something you really want to emphasize. But I would just recommend 90% of the time not to mess with the fonts, because it can just make the site get a little disjointed and lose some of the design elements that were created for you. A few things that are different here that you'll want to note are the photo button right here at the top and the link button. Those are two that you'll probably use pretty frequently. So for the photo button, you just click on it, and then you'll hit this browse server button, and it pulls up. So this browser here shows you all the photos that are already loaded onto the server. So this is everything that's currently on your site. If you want to add a new photo from your computer, you hit upload and choose file. And then this will bring up a browser that's on your computer, so your photos will be different. And you can just select, I'm just going to use a demo photo here, select it and hit upload. I ignore all these create thumbnail buttons. They're not useful for anything that you're going to be doing, so just ignore them. And hit upload. And then it will show you the new photo down here in this bar at the bottom. And you'll see it's very big. That's the size that it uploaded at. It's very common for that to happen, that photos that you take with your phone or with your digital camera are going to be really big for a website. So there's options up here at the top to resize. You can click that resize, and I recommend typing in. You can kind of mess with this, but I start with about 250 for a size. That's about a quarter of the page for width. And then if you click the other one, it will automatically fill it in the correct proportion. And then just hit resize. I always leave that create new image checked. It just causes some kind of goofy glitches if you don't, so just always leave that checked. And then it shows you the new size, new image. And then to actually put it in the page, hit this insert file there. Now on this dialog box here, you got a few options. You can give the photo a border. I normally would recommend not, just because you want it to be consistent through the site. But if you wanted to have like a 2-pixel border and you just wanted to put it on all your photos, you can go ahead and add a number in there. Horizontal space, or H space, is blank padding. on the left and right of your photo, and that just creates space for the text so that the text doesn't run right into the edge of the photo. I usually put something in there between 5 and 10 pixels. You can see just looking at the preview window there how much that is. And then vertical space is space above and below the photo. Most of the time I leave that blank because the regular lines, the line breaks of the text do a sufficient job of creating the space there, so I leave that the way it is. Alignment, if you do not set, it will create a space for the photo, so there will be no text beside it on either side. If you do left, the photo will go on the left side of the page, and the text will flow around it on the right side. If you do right, it will be on the right side of the page, and the text will flow around on the left side. So in this case, there isn't really any text, so I'm just going to leave it as not set. And you can always change these things. So if you want to try it, you can put it as left, click OK, decide you want to change it, click on it, you can just double click on it actually, and then change it to right. Okay. And decide you don't want the border, come in here and take the border off, take the space out, put it back to not set. So you can always change things when you're working on it. It's pretty easy. And the last thing is this link button. The link button, you can link text, so I could just click on this text and hit the link button. And this is, so you could type an address in for like a, another website that you, like if you had a website, say somebody that did a testimonial for you wanted you to link to their website, or a dealer, they wanted you to link to their website, you can type the address in here. You can also do the same thing on an image, so you can click on the image and just hit the link button. Gives you the same box, same control. That's about it. Last thing here that's kind of important. Make sure if you go all the way to the bottom, two things here, I guess. This menu link down here, I'll go over that. That's the text that actually shows up in the bar at the top of your page. So if you ever wanted to change this from testimonials to something else, that's where you would change that. I would guess you probably won't ever change these things, but just so you know, if you wanted to, that's where I change it. And then whenever you're done with your edits, you have to come down to the bottom and hit the save button. It's really, really easy to make a bunch of changes and then just hit this close button here, or to hit one of these links over here or something like that. If you leave this page at all without saving it, the changes are lost. So you want to make sure, even if you're not done with your edits, you're just kind of half done and you're going to finish them later, make sure you come down to the bottom and hit save. And once you do that, changes are live. So you can see them immediately as soon as you made your changes. They show up on your site. And that is about it. If you have any questions, I'm going to go ahead back in here and clear out these changes I made, just because you probably don't want a koala on your tutorials page. Leave that blank. If you have any specific questions about something that I didn't cover, or if anything wasn't covered well enough, if you need further clarification, just let me know and I can make another video for you. Alright, thanks.